Hello everyone. Namaste from India. Welcome to my channel Love Life with Arundhati. Today we shall talk about the second step to self mastery. The second step after acceptance, which is the first step, is investigation. In Sanskrit, it is also known as Atma-anusandhan, self introspection, finding out where we come from, where each of our actions come from, where each of our quirks come from, where does anger come from, where does sadness come from, where does boredom come from, where does feelings of overwhelm come from, where does impatience come from. Everything comes back to us. We have something, we are carrying something, we have a past, and we have all these past experiences stored in our brains. And this creates new behavior. So, just like in the last video, I was talking about the first step is acceptance, right? Suppose I have a thought that I know I don't want to have. I don't want to feel angry. I don't want to feel angry with anybody or anything because I've spent a lot of my time being a short tempered person and I don't want to waste one more moment on anger. But now what happens? Something that makes me angry. What is that something? Suppose it would make you angry also. Somebody is mistreating a child, somebody is abusing a child. It angers me no end. I am so angry. I'm so angry. Even when I see such an incident on YouTube, I'm so angry. Even when I see such an incident in, social media chats, I get angry. Somebody is bullying somebody. Somebody is taking advantage of a child. I get angry. And just imagine what happens if that person is in front of me. I start fighting. Sometimes I get into fights with the children's parents. All that used to happen till I understood where does this anger come from. There are things to do, but the thing is, anger is an almost useless emotion because it takes away our judgment, it takes away our ability to make good decisions. So if I see something happening, either I can protect that child at that very moment, stop that person, maybe physically, by calling authorities, doing something, I can stop that person if I can. Suppose I cannot. Maybe I can think of something that will help, will help the situation. But whatever it is, anger won't. And even if I think that raising my voice or looking angry is going to solve the problem, then I can do that without actually getting angry and losing my judgment. Now, for this, I have to go to the second step. What is that? Investigate. Atma-anusandhan. Find out where that anger is coming from. So, for this, we can go by the method of hot and cold. When we were kids, we used to play this game where something used to be hidden somewhere and a person had to search where this thing was kept. So whenever this person got near the thing, the duster, the pen, the chalk, the whole class would be yelling, hot, hot, very hot, boiling hot, steaming and stuff. And the further the person would get away, it would be cold, 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 very cold, freezing, etc. So the thing is, when we are investigating our thoughts, we have to go by this hot and cold method. Find out what hurts. I am angry. Yes. So instead of, saying, no, I don't get angry. I have done so much meditation. I'm such a, high-fi person. I'm so evolved. I don't get angry. Instead of saying that to myself, I should say, yes, what about it makes me angry? Am I angry that the person is the child and the government doesn't protect this person? Am I angry that there are such adults who don't understand that children are different from adults and they should be behave with in a different way? What am I angry about? Or am I angry because I'm carrying some burdens? Some burdens from my childhood where I was mistreated and I could never talk back. I could never do anything. I would be called a liar, I would be framed, so many things would happen. Maybe it's bringing back those memories and it's triggering anger. So, how do I solve this problem? Actually, a lot of the problem will be solved by investigation alone. The more and more I sit with myself and I become okay with it, that all right, I had some issues. All right, it's not my fault. All right, it's in the past. Accept not just the thought, accept the situation also that this has happened. But the past does not have to repeat itself. The future can be different, right? Instead of getting angry, I can take some steps to protect children, to protect animals, to protect whoever I care about. So today I will end with this. Thank you so much for watching. Hope I could add some value to you. Have a lovely day. Bye.